Drive past an Amish farm in late summer, and you will see something that quietly contradicts almost everything modern gardening tells you. Rows upon rows of heavy thriving vegetables, soil so dark and rich it looks almost black. And no one out there breaking their back tilling, no one spraying, no one watering for hours in the evening heat. The Amish grow some of the most abundant gardens in this entire country, and they do it with less work, not more. The secret is not a machine, and it is not a product. It is one simple method, passed down quietly for generations, that the modern garden industry would honestly prefer you never fully understood. In the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly what it is and how to start your own. Let me begin with the hardest truth, the one that turns everything you have been taught upside down. The tilling, the digging, the turning of the soil, every spring that we have all been told is the very first step of gardening is, in many ways, the thing that is quietly wearing your garden down. Every time the soil is torn open and flipped, it dries out. It loses its structure, and it wakes up a fresh crop of weed seeds that were sleeping safely below the surface. We have been sold the idea that good gardening means hard labor and bare, broken earth. The Amish never believed that, and nature never agreed with it either. Walk into any old forest and you will find the richest soil on earth, and no one ever tilled it. So, what do they do instead? The whole method comes down to a single idea. You never leave the soil bare, and you never dig it. Instead, you keep the ground covered, deeply and always, with a thick blanket of natural material. Straw, hay, leaves, grass clippings, old plant matter, compost, whatever the land and the season provide. This deep covering is the entire secret, and once you understand why it works, you will never want to garden any other way. Let me explain what is actually happening under that blanket, because it is beautiful. First, that thick layer of mulch blocks the sunlight from ever reaching the weed seeds below, and a weed seed that gets no light simply cannot grow. The endless weeding that breaks so many gardeners just quietly stops. Second, the covering holds moisture in the ground like a sponge, so the soil underneath stays cool and damp, even in the heat of summer, and the daily watering becomes almost unnecessary. Third, and this is the real magic, that layer of natural material is slowly, constantly breaking down into the richest food a plant could ask for, feeding an entire hidden world of earthworms and soil life that turn your ground darker and softer every single season. You are not just covering the soil, you are building it, deeper and richer, year after year, while you sleep. Now here is the part that matters most. This method does not wear out. It does the opposite. A tilled garden has to be torn up and rebuilt every single spring, fighting the same battle over and over. But a deep mulch garden gets better every year on its own. The soil gets richer, the weeds get fewer, the moisture holds longer, and the work gets lighter with every passing season. You set it up once, you tend it gently, and it rewards you for the rest of your life. That is the very heart of everything we believe here. You do the work once, and the garden gives back forever. So, let me show you how to actually start one, because it is far simpler than the life you are leaving behind. You do not need to dig up your yard. In fact, please do not. If you are starting over grass or weeds, lay down a layer of plain cardboard or thick newspaper right on top of the ground to smother whatever is growing. Wet it down well. Then begin to build your blanket on top of it. Lay down several inches of straw, leaves, grass clippings, and any compost you have, building it up thick. The deeper the better. That is your garden. When it is time to plant, you simply pull back a small opening in the mulch, set your seed or your seedling into the soil or compost beneath, and tuck the mulch back around it, keeping it just slightly away from the tender young stem. That is all. No tiller, no digging, no bare earth. From there, the rhythm is gentle. As the mulch breaks down through the season and gets thinner, you simply add more on top. In the autumn, when the leaves fall and the garden winds down, you pile on another thick blanket to feed the soil and protect it through the winter. And it will be waiting for you, richer than ever, come spring. One honest word, because I want your garden to succeed. In the first season or two, while everything is still coming alive, be patient, because this method rewards the long game. And if you live somewhere very wet, just keep that mulch pulled back a little from your young plants, since heavy damp cover can shelter slugs. Those are small things, easily managed, and they are nothing next to a lifetime, free of tilling and weeding. So, why are we not all gardening this way already? Why did this quiet, gentle, almost effortless method get buried under decades of hard labor and expensive products? The answer is the same one that sits behind so much of the old wisdom we have lost. There is no money in it. You cannot sell a tiller to someone who never tills. You cannot sell bags of fertilizer to a garden that feeds itself, or weed killer to a garden that has no weeds, or an irrigation system to soil that holds its own water. The Amish method asks you to buy almost nothing, year after year, and that is precisely why the modern garden industry was never going to put it on a billboard. It was never hidden because it failed. It was set aside because it works too well, for far too little. The good news is that nobody can take this from you, because it is not a product. It is just an understanding, a way of working with the land instead of against it, exactly the way people did for hundreds of years before anyone thought to sell us a simpler version of dirt. Cover the soil, never leave it bare, feed it from the top, and let the worms do the digging. That is the whole of it, and it will outlast every machine in the shed. If this is the kind of self-reliance you have been looking for, a garden that grows richer and easier every year instead of harder, and that asks for your money only once, then subscribe and stay right here with me. Because in this garden, we do not plant for a season. We plant for a lifetime. Now go and lay down your first blanket of mulch. The hardest part is simply trusting that doing less can grow so very much more.